YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy SalvationsElite, and we are back with another video, guys. As you guys can see, I went from looking like a homeless man that actually looked like a man to now looking like a 13-year-old baby boy. So I shaved. Obviously it's terrible. I hate when I shave. It looks disgusting, but it's got to happen once in a while, else I look homeless. Nonetheless, guys, today we got setups videos on Gibraltar, one of my favorite maps on this game. The theme is I pick my favorite maps to do first, and as I work through it, we go towards the crappier maps. But I really like this map because of how straightforward yet diverse each experience is on it. When you look at the map and when you play it at first, it feels like it should be a bread and butter type map, where like if you just look at these angles defensively and just keep watching them, how do you lose the round? That's what it kind of feels like. But what's really fun about it is offensively, you can use like a mixture of smoke grenades, pre-nades, bait and switches, and really making plays to get those bombs down and get pushes in the mid and at A-bomb, which makes the map really interesting. So as you guys obviously saw from the title, we're doing the team setups. We do 2 defensive setups, 2 offensive setups, and we'll do the defensive setups first to give you guys an idea of what you need to expect when you're on offense. So boom, here is our first setup. As you guys can see, it's big screen right now. It'll hop into the corner here in a hot second. The yellow dots are where the players are set up on your defensive side, and then the pink areas are where you need to worry about pre-nades. There's a lot of places on this map where you have to worry about pre-nades because they're so important to win these rounds. And even though this isn't a class setups video, I mentioned it in the competitive SND loadouts video. This is the map where running a division like armor could actually potentially work if you want to try to get a fast plant down at B or something like that, or you want to rush into their spawn defensively, where Mountaineer is otherwise so important to have because of that sound. So before we get into actual team setups, like I said, just be wary about potentially using some sort of armored class on here mixed with the inconspicuous so that you can actually make some rushes in the mid and not have to worry about the pre-nades right off the bat. Alright, so with that said, finally we can start talking about the actual setup. As you guys can see, the first setup is pretty basic. It's on this right side of the map, on the stairs, and you kind of glitch with this wall and set yourself up really well to defend this right bridge. What you're able to do is just sit here, sit by the wall, and watch the communication truck and really just lock down this side of the map. That's what's so important on a map like this, is getting the call outs, understanding where they're trying to go. And on the map like Gibraltar, where basically you know for a fact whether or not they're going to be going A or B almost right off the bat, whether or not you see 2 or 3 of them. If you see more than 2 guys at B right off the bat, there's no way they're going A just because of how the rotations work. So with that guy watching the stairway and watching that right to the map, you can actually have 2 guys push through mid, where one can control the upper crescent and watch the catwalk. Having players in these positions is absolutely important. In a map like Gibraltar, you have to control the mid or else you're not going to win at this point. And when you have one guy set up at the top of these stairs and you have one guy set up on the bottom who can rotate quickly from B side to A side because he's on the A stairs, that's what's so important. So you'll see, we go from the guy who's at the top to now the guy who's controlling the A stairs. What I love about getting a person in this position is, yes, it is a dangerous spot for pre-nades because people know that this is a spot people should go, because it's extremely powerful, like I said. But if you have a guy here, he can easily watch A side, he can watch B side. It's very flexible. And otherwise, if you don't have somebody here, you have to be otherwise heavily reliant on callouts and rotations to make sure you don't get completely screwed over if there's an early pick. So then obviously the last guy is just going to be watching A side. So instead of going in the ladder building, he goes by the communications truck on this side, and you just have to watch the A ledge and you have to watch A bomb. And that's the 2 places they're going to push out. Once you and your teammate both get set up on the A stairs and then the communications truck, you'll be in really good shape to lock down A bomb and then rotate to B when you need to. So here's the second defensive setup. This one's a little bit more heavily stacking B side, where you don't have that hybrid position as much as you did in the second one. This is a play where you think they're going to go B. They've been really stacking this B side a lot, and you want to make sure that it doesn't happen again. So you kind of put 2 guys on that right side of the map. And what I really love about controlling that right side of the map, that right bridge, is the fact that once you know that there's nobody there, you can start pushing in through their spawn and pinch them inside of that A cave system. And so if they're going A, you can really do a nice job of pinching them in that situation and trading kills inside the cave. So once again, the first position in this setup is pretty obvious. You just go into the ladder building and just watch A side. It's obviously a pretty strong position because you can shoot into the ledge, you can watch that A bomb plant, and you get a good look of this whole side of the map and make a call out. Do not get picked in the situation. If he has a sniper, back it up, call it out, and let your team rotate to try to set up on this A-bomb. The next place is actually one of my favorite places because you can really run snipers on this map, which makes it really fun. Lay up on this little ledge here, and you're watching the communications truck again. You can snipe both sides of the truck on that head glitch, and you can still watch as they push into mid from that cut next to communication. So then the next one, again, is on the stairs. This upper ledge is so important to defend and hold because of how many angles it gives you to defend the B-bomb. And once you lose somebody there, you have to be wary and have to be able to rotate to get some sort of positioning on this B side. Otherwise, they can set up the B bomb, be on the ledge, and it's so hard to break. So basically on this position, you're just kind of head glitching it and watching their stairs real quick. Obviously, you're probably pre-nading it, and they're trying to pre-nade you. So again, be really wary of pre-nades in these areas. Of course, the last position is again in that lower cut slash kind of B stairs of your ledge, and you're just kind of watching it and trying to get those angles on those guys who are trying to push towards B-bomb. Again, if they call out that they see 2 or 3 at A, you have to rotate and get to A side and get to that ledge and check the stairs. Really make a huge difference in how you play this round and the success that your team will have. I definitely do believe that defense has an advantage on this map because of how easy it can be to just lock down the lines of sight. And if you have a decent sniper on bridge side or on A side, man, you can really lock down a side of the map. So like I said with attacking, here is our first push. It's a pretty heavy B stack push. And like I said, you have to be creative with the smoke grenades and with the pre-nades. When you're making these plays, you have to strategically think about how you're going to pre-nade and what areas you want to be able to smoke to kind of choke out. So with that said, the first 2 positions are both in mid bricks. And it makes it tough because like I said, this position is so pre-nadeable and you have to watch out for those pre-nades. But once you get a smoke down or you get your own pre-nades down, you can push out and then pre-aim these corners because you know that somebody's going to be up there. Talking with your teammates, understanding what they're thinking and how they're going to push is so important. And in a push like this where you have 2 guys going mid that could potentially be pre-naded, you have to watch out for it and just keep talking and keep a constant conversation going with your teammates. So then of course, the next 2 people are going towards bridge. And again, watch out for pre-nades on these stairs and at the communications truck because pre-nades land like right here almost every round, it seems like. This guy who's up here on top of the stairs and on this ledge has a lot of angles to check because he can get shot from the rock side on bridge. He can get shot from the upper ledge, from the back rocks, and even if he pushes out a little bit, he can be shot from the turret side of B-bomb. So you really got to watch out for a lot of angles up here. And of course, like I said, the last position is just a sniper position on this left side at the communications truck. You can just pre-aim these corners really easy, lock down the bridge side, get those callouts that nobody's there, and then that's when it gives you the freedom to push through into mid and really make some plays happen. Okay, so obviously I wanted to give you guys 1 B-bomb push and 1 A-bomb push. These spots are fairly obvious. So what happens in this one is that you'll have 2 guys go mid, 2 guys go A. And like what's scary about overloading the A side is that there's only one way to actually go out there, 2 ways if you count jumping out of the window. And then if you get called out and say they double stack A side with 2 snipers or like an AR and a sniper, you're in big trouble. So that's why I recommend having 2 go mid, 2 go A, and then meeting through turret building at A bomb. Because if you can lock down the turret building stairs and the A bomb stairs, you're going to win the round. And that's what's so effective about going A is that if you can get the A bomb pushed down, it's really good. And like I said, this is where you can use smokes to smoke the tower. If you can confuse them a little bit with smokes there, you can push out and get positioning and then put bomb down. So with that said, we have the same 2 positions that we had before in mid. They're pretty obvious, like I said, pretty repetitive of what we did before. And then you have 2 guys going cave. So one's going in the ledge in cave, and then you have one going bottom cave, exiting out towards A bomb. And he's probably the guy who has the bomb, so in case if there's nobody here, you can plant the bomb real quick, lock it down, and be in good shape. Like I said, this one is pretty straightforward, but like if you can use the smokes and get a push at A bomb and have some sort of sights at mid, you're going to be in amazing shape, and if you don't get pre-naded, you're going to win the round. So even though it sounds really simple, it can be effective if you execute it correctly with smokes or pre-nades or whatnot. Like I said, Gibraltar is a pretty black and white map. There's very few spots that are like exciting or new or fresh. A lot of it's going to become pretty repetitive in the future, and so it's important to get these types of pushes down now so you can get good at it and really prioritize how to rotate for bomb plants and rotate the trap plants inside of caves or on ladder side or whatnot. If you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. I hope you guys learned something about Gibraltar and understand these team setups a little bit better than you did before. But if you guys did, just like I said, like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. Share the video if you guys really enjoy it. It means a lot to me. Guys, we almost hit 1,000 subscribers. As you guys are watching this video, we probably will hit 1,000 subscribers. And so that is so cool. I'm not sure what I want to do for it yet. I've been extremely excited about the responses that we've gotten from the videos lately, and it's gotten me really excited to put more videos out. And I mean, as you guys can tell, I've been putting out a lot of videos lately, and it's pretty motivating and really awesome. So I'm thanking you guys for that, and let me know what you guys want to see in the future, what map you guys really want to work on that I haven't covered yet, and just drop that down below, drop a comment, and I'll definitely reply. This was a great video, but as always, guys, I'm your boy, SalvationsElite, and we'll see you next time. I'm out. Heroics give you 15% XP, so this 15% XP bonus on top of the triple XP that we've had this week is just nasty. It's been a ton of fun to use, so I've been taking advantage of that for sure. But nonetheless, let's get right into our S&D loadout.